Hello traders, this is DFXS. Welcome to TFX family, and I believe that guys, you are all doing good. My friend, let me share something here because I really want to encourage people there outside. When I say that even small or micro lot size can pay your bills, I mean it. See what is happening here with our TFX Agatha EA. You can see this is 0.01, but you can imagine 0.01. It's paying the bill here with $35. 0.01. This is what a lot of people have been looking for. Let me share this. Let me not hide anything here with this small account here. This account is it has been growing day after day. See, just 0.01 and it's paying the bill. 0.01. Right, guys? 0.01. You can see it is a real account. And don't say it's a demo. It's not a demo. This one. This is only one of the account also to encourage people. I don't like to expose the account, but accidentally I just wanted to show you here before we proceed with our today's video about how to set even those red news or impact news to your manual when having the account from 300 and above. But it is good also to encourage you that you can still grow your account. This account is from $200 and it is growing day after day. You can see with only 0.01. Today we haven't banked anything here, but eventually we are waiting that this we will bank a good money. If I close this one, I will surely have my $35, and that is good can feed my family for today. Here Kenya, the life is not that expensive. Only $10 can give your family, a family of 4, a breakfast, a lunch, and also a supper. Only $10, my friend. This one is $34, can almost feed my family for almost a whole week, and it is 0.01, a very low risk, my friend. And this is why I'm saying whether it is our EA, whether it is our manual, my friends, you don't have to blow your account. You don't have to stress yourself with big lot size and panicking, having pressure. You don't know whether you lose money, my friend. Just stay safe and stay secure when working with our system. $40. Let's wait for that because that is the work of the EA to do the rest. So guys, and that is also from our real account. All right, so let's go to our video. Yes, let us proceed with this topic of how you can set the news, because in all our system, this I'm going to give an example with this TFX MT4 Nairobi manual system plus the abacus. This is where we are going to learn how you can set the good setup of hunting news when having the account from 300 and above. Remember the last video we shared there, it was for $100 to 300, and this one is from 300 now and above to somewhere there 600. So if you have been watching the video about our previous video about how you can set those news, and this one, it will make things easier on your side, because we said number one, what you are supposed to do, it is to choose the pairs that you want to your system, whether abacus or the EA, to hunt news. So you cannot hunt news with all pairs, because here we are learning about risk management or good money management. We want the news that has been hunting you or has been blowing your account. Now it is your time to be hunting those news. So you are supposed to analyze the charts. For instance, we said you are supposed to analyze the chart like this one and see these long wicks that are there. These long wicks, they are indicating the news impact, some spikes in the market, And these are the spikes that has been blowing people's accounts. And these are the spikes that we want to hunt this time around to recover the money that they took from us. So these are the weeks that we are supposed to be hunting. And we said you are supposed to be looking the pair that these spikes has been happening regularly, so that you can set them perfectly, knowing that if it is the Euro USD, knowing that if anything happen, if they try to spike, if they try to bring those red news, it will be your golden opportunity. And we said that any of the how to analyze these spikes, it's very, very simple. You just go to history until you get into the to the end of it and see the longest week and the medium one, not the shortest, because this one is the shortest, this one is the medium, but the longest week in this, for instance, this GPP JPY, this one was the longest week. And we saw in our last video that having from 300 and below, you can target only one. And if it goes more, you'll target like 2 position in case it goes beyond the medium one, right? I do believe you remember that. Now today, we are going to adjust something. And I do believe now this video, it will help you a lot to know how now you can do, even if you have the 1,000 account dollars or equity, even above that. Now this one will give you now the full information, or at least the hint that you need so that you can set according to your equity. The reason why we started with a small account, it is because of those people with a small account, and we don't want the account to be blown, and we want them to make progress in the Forex market. That's why we started there. But people with big account, you can know what to do, but you must also use the risk management or good money management. Don't be, don't have this pride. Don't be proud of yourself. Oh, I have a big account, my friend. That pride can be kicked out in a single or minute, and you are out. So let us talk about how you can grow even this small account. So this is from 300 to 500 above. Then from there, my friend, you will understand what to do. Now in this GPP JPY, let us close. We can see this one is the medium, this one is the long one, this one is more longer than this one. So we can start this one again. It's a medium, almost the same as this one, right? This one is shorter than this one. So we are going to do our analysis now with this one. All right, the same thing we did to the last one, but here now we are going to add more position. Right, I just want to tell you something here. Instead of adding big lot size, it is good to add a more position, because that position can be still a micro lot size, whereby it can save your account. And if you have watched our video there is a video I shared there about how we grow our small account. Again, you can see the history, doubling even $1,000 in just 10 days. Now, this tells you, even using those micro lot size small with your account, it can still pay the bills and grow your account step by step. So here, we are not going to add the lot size. We are going only to add more position when hunting news. So for instance, let's start by analyzing this this week, right? Let's start by analyzing this week so that we can get it correctly, guys, right? I want us to get this correctly. So let us pin here. Let us zoom so that we can analyze this week. So in this GBP JPY, this is an example. Maybe this is the currency that you want to trade the week. You must start counting from where the bricks ends, or from the beginning of this brick. We go down to that place. That is 200 and let's say 260 pips. Those are 260 pips. This is 2,600 points. So that means 260 pips. Now let us go to the longest one, which is this one. Is this the longest one, guys? Or is there long week there like more than that one? Let us analyze this one. You know, this is class, so don't rush, my friend. Again, let us take from there to this point. That is 630 pips. So we find that we have the medium week for 260 pips, 260 pips, and this one is 630 pips. This means almost double of the other one. And we want to hunt this news from GBP JPY, and we don't want to blow our account of 300 and 300 and above equity. So all you need to do here, we take now the longest week here can give us 630. So in this 630, when we go to the medium one, it has given us 260, sorry. So let us count again this one. Almost, this is, let me count it correctly. We must analyze this correctly, because this one, it will help you a lot. This is almost 190. So this one is shorter than the other one. So 190, let us go back again. There is another one like this one. Let us see again how much is this one, because we want to hunt this news from GBP JPY. This is 207. So this one, the shortest one here, not the shortest one, but the medium to the shortest, it is 190, and the other one is 260, and the longest one is 630. So our first position, we are going to base that position or that setting to this 190. So we are going to set our abacus here, or you can set that one to your EA for this GBP JPY, for instance. Let us go to our setting. First of all, we have to activate the news. The news must be activated. Let's go. It must be activated. And we find, let's say for instance, again, let's go back to the shortest one and see how many bricks are we expecting from this area if this one is one of the 190. So 190, again, we can count from here, our last brick here, where our 190 is. It's somewhere here. So how many bricks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 bricks. So what we can set to our, we can see 9 bricks is almost 190 pips. So we can set here news multiplier bricks into 10. Remember? And remember, we have another week from there. The next one is 230. What is the difference or the distance or the pips in between 190 to 260? You'll find it's almost like 70 pips, right? let's say it's almost 70 pips plus 190, that is 160. So that's 260. So that gives us the total period of our second or our midst week, 260. So I want you to get me correctly. So the distance in between the first order, it will be open after 10 breaks. So the second position that it will be entered there, it should be equivalent with our midst or our medium now week, which we find out is 260. So, and we find from this 190 to 260, it is 70 pips. So we are going to set our recovery mode, this recovery pips, into 70 pips. Now, because we want to be accurate, we are going to set this one 60 pips. In between that one, this market, it can reverse before getting into 260. So to be sure of that, if it can give us a strong news like that one of 260, if it goes like 250, we will still catch up with that one, because we want to milk a good money. So we are going to set there 50 to 60. You can set 50 to 60. Now, our multiply orders, we are going also to use the same lot size of 0.01. Remember, this is news, and we don't want to experience a big drawdown, or we don't want to blow that account. So we are going to recover that, or to hedge with the same lot size. Now, there is another thing. Now we are going for it. Remember, the longest week was 600 and what? 630. So this tells us in every 60 pips, the abacus or the EA, it will be taking a trade in every 60 pips. And maybe the market might go to another long week for 630. So here it is a matter of position. How many positions do you want there? And remember, our count now is 300 to 500. So let us calculate with 300 equity or $300 account. Now, we cannot take so many positions because of the drawdown. So you can imagine we have covered only from 190. You can imagine going to another 400 pips, but because it is only 0.01, that is not a big drawdown in a person with account over $300. So the only position now we can take with the long week of 630, we can only go, and remember now, it will be 60 almost times 6, so that it can give us almost 360. I'm a very, very good man in mathematics. So this is why you cannot see me here with a calculator, blah, 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 blah. I know what I'm doing this. So 60 times 6, it will be 360 pips. So we are almost the 400 pips that we were looking for. My friend, if you want to know how to do this calculation, you must inbox me so that we can start a class of mathematics, my friend. So here we are not going to take more position because we don't want to risk more. We are going only to take the risk of 60 times 3, which is 180 pips, plus the one of 260. What is 260 plus 160 pips? I know people, now you are hanging, my friend. That's how even your PC sometimes hangs, because trying to calculate the things that but for me this thing is easy. I'm just helping you to do fast things so that you can know what to do that. But no, my friend, I'm not getting, don't get it. Get what I'm saying here and set what I'm saying here with GPP, JPY, and you are good to go, my friend. Next time I can help you inbox which currency you want, but you must get this knowledge. Let's go back. What is 260 plus 180, my friend? Raise your hand. Yeah? No one is answering me. Okay, it is 440. And remember, we were looking for 430, so that at least from our, I'm a professor of mathematics, my friend, so don't worry which calculation am I doing here. So this tells us, having the long of 600 pips week, we are supposed to set here 60 pips and only with 3 positions, whereby it will be like 180 pips plus the 190. Remember, this bricks stands for 190 pips. So this means that before we get there into 630 30 weeks, the only drawdown we can get there, it cannot be 10% of your account using 0.01. If I do my calculation correctly, it will be 7 to 8% risk of your account. But when it comes to pay about that, because I'm a professor, it will be that 7% of your risk, it will be multiplied by 12. Ask me, why do you know it will be multiplied by 12? Because of the position we have taken, the distance it has gone. I was doing that, but because this is not just, I just want to know you to know that you can get even more than $120 in that one single, if it can goes to 630 weeks. If it can goes that distance with only 4 positions, because the one was open and the other one is 3. So with only 3 to 4 positions, it can give you from 120 using 0.01. And if you must lose, it will be $12. So you can't compare $10 times 10, which is 120 profit, more than that. So this is why you need to know you can only set those news according to your account and according to the position that you want to take. If we were using the account of $100, we would have set with the one with 260, and the other one, it should come like that of 630. But because our account is bigger, it is $300. This is why we started with number 3, which is 190 weeks, pips of the weeks. And the second position should be in that 260, and the third position should be there in the middle of 400. Then from there, it can hold that. And because it must come back to form this week, you'll have a good money from 4 position. I know, because a lot of people, even from the classes that I attended, my friend, a lot of people, when it comes to mathematics, they were very, very, very poor. Only professors like I, only you cannot program Forex software without being good in mathematics, because Forex is all about money. Forex is all about data. Forex is all about calculation. So if you're not good in mathematics and you want to program software, I'm very sorry. Goodbye. Buy your portrait, start doing for those farming. Because this one you must be good in mathematics. So even if we had a board, a lot of people still wouldn't know how to do this. So all you need to know, it is to calculate the pips, the distance of the pips, according to the longest week, the medium one, and the third one, according to your account. So let's say, for instance, your account is above 500. This means we would we cannot start with this one of 190. We would have looked if we have the shorter than that. And if the shorter than that, it's this one. Let's count this one. Let me zoom in. If let's say, for instance, this one is the shortest, I don't know. Oh, this is 200. That one is not shortest. We can look if there is a shorter than that one, not this one. This one is too short. This one is not good to set for this one. This is for people with from $1,000 and above dollars. They can set even the small impacts like them, but this one is not advisable. It is good to look if there is no shortest here. Let us look here. Yeah, I think here we can get the shortest one with how many pips, like this one. For no, that one is still long. Let's go for this one. Yeah, let me zoom this one, guys. Let us count this one. I think this one is the best. How many pips? Yeah, this one is 90. So as someone with from 500 and above dollars, you can start counting the first position to enter after 90 pips, so that you can go second one, third one, even the fourth one. You can take even 4 positions, 5 positions. So I'm telling you, it is good to add more position than to add lot size, because we want you to be safe, and we are not sure where that news the long it can go. We don't know, right? But like, let's say, for instance, I just want everyone to get this correctly. Let us analyze the final one, this one, USDJ12, because here we can find almost 3 or 4 weeks with the difference measurements. So number one, we can see this one is the longest, right? Followed by this one. The third one is this one, and I think the fourth one can be this one, right? Let us count the first one, which, yeah, I think it is this one. That is a good example. That is 340 pips. That is 340 pips. Write down 340 pips. The second one, I think it is this one. 260. Yeah, 200 and let's say 250. So we have 300 and what? So we have 260, 240, 250. Let's go for the third one. 250, 240, and this one, this is 170, almost 160. Yeah, 170. So we have 250, we have 300 and 340, 250, 170. So now here we can look even for another one like this one. This one is how much? Let's count this one. Write them down, guys, because I just want you to get this correctly. This one, again, this is 130. So here we have 4 weeks with the different measurements. So because our account is more than $500, this means we can go even for 4 positions. The last one we went for 3 positions, but now because our account is from $500 and above, now we can go for 4 positions. But if we are trading USD card like this one, we can look for 4 weeks. The first week must be the tallest one or the longest one, followed by the second one, third one, and the fourth one. If you want to take like 4 positions, 4 positions should be based on 4 weeks. That can be a good calculation. If you want to go for 4 weeks, you can analyze that chart and see if you want to go for 4 positions, you can analyze that chart and see if you can find 4 different weeks with different measurements You start with the longest one, second one, third one, and the fourth one. Here we find the longest one, it is 340. The second one, we find it's 250. The third one, it is 270, while the fourth one, it is 130. So we are going to start with for 130 now going up. When you are analyzing the market, you start from the biggest wick. Now, get this correctly. You start with the biggest wick when analyzing the market, but when you start setting according to where you want your EA to take those trade, you will start with the shortest one. So because we have found 200, 340, 250, 170, and 130 in our setup, we are going to start with for 130. Now, the other thing you are going to calculate, if this one is for 130, how many bricks are we expecting in 130 30 week? So that is a 120, 130. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, let me count this again. We are looking only for that. Let us start from here. How many in that 130 pips? That is 130. Yeah, it is here. So it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Another 10 breaks. So our first position will be open according to the shortest wick. And remember here now, we are going to take 4 positions because we have now a big account. The smaller account, the smaller what you use minimum positions, right? Now, because this one is a big account, let's say from 500, we are going to use 4 positions. For 300 to 500, we use 3 positions. Now, this one we are going to use 4 positions. So we are going to set now from the shortest one. We find that the shortest one, it was with 10 bricks. It will remain here 10 bricks now. We find the second week, it is with 170 pips. What is the difference in between 130, guys, 130 pips, because the shortest one is 130 pips. So the second position, we are going to take the second position in the week of 170. So the difference there, it is 40 pips. And don't forget, the fourth one, it is 360. And we want 4 position. And from 340, the next one was 250. So 240 to 340, we have a difference of 90 pips in order to get there. And because we want 4 position, we are going to set here, where is this max trade? Pips. We are going to set here 90 pips, because it must be based from the first long week to the second week, whereby it is 340 to 250. So 340 minus 250, it is 90. From 90, if you go from 90 to 130, the first one, the shortest one, this is where I'm saying that it is only professors can do this. We can see there is only like 190, or maybe if it can be 290, well and good, in between 130 to 200 and 250, right? So this tells us the 4 position, we will get them after first position of 300 or after the 10 weeks. It will be counting 90 pips, whereby 90 times what? Times 4, because we are looking for four position. You'll find that 90 times 4. So let us count and see if we can have 4 position from 390, because the 390, it is 1 position. So all you need to do here, it is 300, 100, no, not 300, 130, our shortest week. So 130 plus 90, that will be 120. 120 plus 90, that is 310. 310 plus 90, that is 400. So, and remember, the longest week was for 340. So this means we have to reduce the pips in order to get this 4 position. So we find that we have 400, yet our longest week was with 340. So 400 minus 60, that is 40 pips. All right, that is 400 minus 340, that is 60 pips. So 60 pips, we are looking for what? From first position, only 3 position. 60 pips, it can be divided by 3, whereby it is 20. So here we are going to minus 20, whereby it will be 70. So 70, to be sure, let us minus here 10. So it will be 60. Simple as that one. Wow. The kind of a professor we have in the house. So 60 pips, also, it will be the best setup for targeting 4 position. If you have 100, if you have that, what we call it, if you want to target like 4 position in USD CAD. Let me conclude by saying this to make it clear, because you know mathematics is not for all, it's for few. And this is why I said, whenever you are setting up, if you want a good setup for the news, just contact me, tell me this is what I want. I can, our team is there, TFX team is there, can guide you of what you can do if those calculation is getting hard to you. But what I want you to understand in simplicity is that if you are targeting 4 position, look for 4 different weeks from the longest one to the shortest one that you want to target from, and do calculation of how it can enter like thrice or 4, if you want to enter like 4 times 4 position. Just calculate from the first or the longest one to the shortest one. In the middle of the game there, you can get the calculation. You must not do them exactly like someone is going to mark for you. No, no one is going to mark for you. But you want 4 position and you don't want to risk more because of the drawdown. So for instance, if like the one we get for 340, you will look for the shortest one, which is now, let's say for instance, it is 130. So you can ask yourself, if I want 4 position from 130 to 200 to 340, how many pips do I need from this 130? How many pips do I need to divide so that it can help me have only 4 position before I get into this 340? So you can count from 130. How many do I have from 130 to 340? You'll find it's almost 210. 210 plus 130, it is 340. Sorry, 340. So these 210, they are the 3 positions that you want before you get into 340. So this 200, it is 70 times 3, whereby it will come 220. 220 plus the first position of 130, it is 340. Are you getting my mathematics now? A good teacher. So to be sure of that, you must reduce at least with like 10 pips, because sometimes it may not get into that 340. It might get even to 320. So this is why we are setting like 60. So it is 70 minus at least 10 pips, then you get the point. Right? Are you getting my calculation? Let's say again, you want to take 4 position with the longest week of 500, but the shortest week where the EA starting taking the trades, it is with the 200. So you will calculate from 200 to 500. You want 4 position. How many makes from 200 to 500 in order to be 4 position? It is 200 plus 300. So 200 plus 300 makes 500. So it is 300 now divided by 3. It is 100 pips. So 100 pips, 100 pips, 100 pips. It will give you the 4th position in 500. Now reduce like 10 pips or even, like 10 pips or even 20 pips. If I reduce 10 pips, it means that I will set my recovery distance or my recovery pips into 90. So all you do, the calculation you do here, it is to add from where you started to where you want to get, how many positions do you want, then divide by the pips that you get from that shortest week to the longest week. The middle of the game, my friend, you got the answer, and you can set your EA professionally, and you can always milk and hunt news more than ever. Right? I do believe now you get what I'm saying. If you want 2 positions and you're coming from the first position will be entered by the shortest week of 200 and the longest week is for 500, and you only want 2 positions in between 200 and 500, just do this. How many points or pips makes 500 from 200? It's 300. You want 2 positions. 300 divided by 2, 150. Minus 10, 140. You set 140, you just come here and set I only want 2 trades. And because I want only 2 positions to my 500, you can set 140. So you can only get 2 positions in between 200 and 500. I do believe, guys, you got what I'm saying, and I know I'm talking to smart people. If you haven't get that, then we can proceed in another day. Before I conclude, let us go to our Rilla and see the account with 0.01 where now is. Oh my, I told you guys. You see, I told you. I knew something is still cooking, still cooking. The last time we checked here, it was $35. Do you remember? With only 0.01, and it is a real account from this, my broker here, FBS. You can see now, 56. I can't close this. I would like my EA to close these trades automatically, or I can close them manually. If I say, oh, my friend, this is 56, let me take them. I can close them even manually. Simple as that one, and that one cannot interrupt my EA. Automatically, I have banked $56. Let's go to history. $56 is banked with only 0.01 in a real account. Is that not a wonderful and a great system that 0.01, a very low risk, can pay the bills? I don't know what you are doing there outside. It's only because you are full of doubts, and that is your sickness, and I have nothing to do with that. That is up to you, my friend. Anyway, guys, that is how we do calculation when we want to hunt this news, because if you work with me closely, work with the TFX company closely, you will be even a professional news hunter. Even without your hands, these are free, hands-free systems. Even when using manual, it will still hunt news for you guys. Thank you so much, guys. And once again, welcome to TFX family. Let's milk these markets together. Thank you.